Hello! I'm here today to talk about my summer TBR. If you don't know, that means to be read. I have a really big summer TBR list. I'm officially on summer break now. I have been for about a week, but I've been visiting family, so now I'm like back in my house and kind of feels like, okay, I can settle into time to read books for summer. Yeah, even though it's summer, I am wearing a scarf. It's a Marauders map scarf, and it's adorable. And sometimes when you're in the mood for Harry Potter stuff, you have to wear it no matter what. Okay, so as I said, my TBR list is really big. I'm just going to talk to you today about 6 books. So I figure if I set myself a realistic goal, then I can be even more surprised when I read more, hopefully. Some of these books I have are a little bit heftier, thicker to get into, so maybe 6 is all I'll manage. Hopefully it's a lot more than that, because during the school year I read about 150 books, which is like a record year for me. I usually end up somewhere around 100-ish. So I read a lot more during the school year, so I'm hoping that I can keep up this momentum and keep going with books. So I'm going to start with the book that I'm currently reading. A friend of mine who's also a teacher said that I had to read at least one book that was written for grown-ups, not a YA book, and I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. So what I picked was Mr. Rochester. I picked this book up at my favorite bookstore, King's English, and I got to get a couple of books there when I was there just a few days ago, so that was kind of fun. This is by Sarah Shoemaker, and this is the story of Mr. Rochester from Jane Eyre. We know Mr. Rochester is like this dark, inscrutable, brooding man, and he's got all these things going on as an adult, and I don't want to spoil Jane Eyre for you if you haven't read it, but if you have not, go read it now, please. But anyway, this is his story starting from when he was a child, and we kind of see how he's treated pretty badly as a child. He was a second son, and we all know that during this time in England, second sons of nobility aren't all that valuable to the family, so it's kind of like, oh, let's find a place for you. So he's shipped off to different schools in different areas, and I haven't got to the part where he's a grown-up yet and meets Jane, so I'm really hoping to get there. If you can see, my little red heartless bookmark is only maybe a quarter of the way through, so he's still a young teenager at the part that I'm in now. So hopefully we'll be able to keep going with that. And sticking to the theme of books written for grown-ups and spin-offs of classic literature, I have this book here, Longbourn by Jo Baker. I heard about this book a while ago from some other teachers, and they said, if you like Austen, you need to read Longbourn. What this is the story of Pride and Prejudice, but told from the point of view of the servants in the home at Longbourn. I think that's a fantastically genius idea. Well done, Jo Baker. I am really looking forward to reading this one and kind of getting their take on what happened and their viewpoint, because oftentimes we see the Bennets as, oh, they don't have all this much money and, poor them. But they had servants working for them, so they had to have something. Anyway, I'm looking forward to reading this as well. Okay, back to YA. I picked up the Book Jumper at the King English as well. Sorry, I just bumped my table. The Book Jumper is another one that I had heard of before, and it has a super cute cover. If you can't see, those figures are made out of book pages. And this is about a girl named Amy, and she and her mother are moving to Scotland, home of some of my ancestors. Woohoo! I'm kind of a European mutt, but a lot of my ancestors are Scottish, so anytime I get to read about Scotland, that's fun. Anyway, Amy, in this book, she's going to learn that she is a book jumper, and she can jump into books. But she finds out that there are many other book jumpers, and apparently one of them's a thief because some things have been stolen out of these books. So she's going to team up with another book jumper boy. I have to remind myself of his name. Will. Oh, that's a good name, Will. And see if they can find out who's stealing the things from these books and all of that stuff. All right. 4th on my list is When We Collide. This is the last book that I got when I was at the King's English the other day, along with the Book Jumper and Mr. Rochester. This one just looks like a fun YA contemporary romantic story between 2 kids, Jonah and Vivi, and you need one of those every once in a while. Just easy read. I hope there's more to the story, but based on what I've read about it, it's just a simple kind of relationship story. If there's more levels or, you know, whatever, I can let you know in a longer review later on. Okay, Flame in the Mist by Renee Ahdieh. I hope I said your name right, Renee. I'm sorry. This is her brand new book. This just came out in May, and this is Mariko. I don't know myself. Mariko is a daughter who's basically been raised knowing that she's going to be married off to someone that she doesn't get to choose. And on the way there, she's kind of hijacked, I guess. There's something called the Black Guard, I think, Black Clan. Her convoy is attacked by the Black Clan, a dangerous group of bandits who've been hired to kill Mariko before she reaches the palace. So someone's out to get her. What she actually ends up doing is escaping. They don't take her hostage or kill her. She escapes, and then she wants to infiltrate the Black Clan in disguise and see if she can find out what's going on, why is she being hunted down and stuff. And there is going to be a relationship because the dust jacket did hint that she's going to be falling in love with someone in the Black Clan as she's there trying to figure things out. One thing I want to point out in the cover, Renee Ahdieh's books always have gorgeous covers. So whoever designs these, good job to you. But it's kind of a little tricky. See how at first you think it's flowers, but then look. Weapons. Dangerous beauty. It's kind of cool. All right. Now the last one I'm excited to show you, it's a little bit of a kind of a, I don't want to say unboxing, but like we're discovering something together. I was in Logan, Utah early this morning, making a last run of errands before I headed back home to where I have lived for like the last 10 years. Anyway, before I head back home. And I went into the bookstore there, which is called the Book Table, and I saw this beautiful edition of Beauty and the Beast. Now, this is a little bit pricey. They do have similar editions of Peter Pan and the Jungle Book, so if this is something that you think looks interesting as we explore this book together, but you're not a Beauty and the Beast fan, maybe you're Peter Pan or the Jungle Book, you can look for these kind of editions. And they are done by Harper Design, which is an imprint of HarperCollins. And it's covered in plastic, and you will probably see why as we get this open. So give me a second to open this plastic. And just so you know, I am not a Beauty and the Beast bandwagoner. Beauty and the Beast has been my favorite fairy tale and always favorite movie by Disney for ages, even though the live action one has come out recently, and it's really good, but I've loved this story since way before then. All right, so the plastic is coming off, and when you see it, it's a beautiful, gorgeous, hard bound book with texture and gold foil and things. But what's interesting about this is that they've built in these fun pop-out things. Oh, what did they do? Okay, that's just a protection page. All right, so let's discover this together. What is inside here? Okay, this is going to open up to be something. Oh my goodness. It's a map. Map of the rich city. How cool. And so what just fell out of the book, you may have heard that little swoosh sound, was just a piece of plain paper that was in there for protection, I'm assuming. This book has a couple of different pop-outs. So I'm just going to flip to another one. The Lavish and Never-Ending Wardrobe of Beauty. Wardrobes of Beauty. Oh, and this spins, so you can pick out what outfit you want. There's a hooded outfit and a sundress with an umbrella and all kinds of fun things. Okay, so this must be when she's at the castle and she's, you know, being treated so well for a prisoner. All right. So this is the original Beauty and the Beast story, and like I said, there's these fun pop-outs and different things. So I look forward to rereading Beauty and the Beast because, like I said, I've been a fan forever. And it says the illustrator is Mina Lima, all one name. Hope I said that right. Anyway, this looks super fun, and I hope it's just as much fun as, you know, like revisiting an old friend or something like that. Alright, so that's my summer TBR pile. I was really hoping to have some candles to unbox for you as well because I ordered some bookish or fandom-inspired candles. And it's been like 2 weeks and they still haven't arrived. So I need to contact the good folks at Etsy and see what's going on with the little shop that I ordered these candles from, because I am really excited about that. But anyway, excuse me. Sorry about that. My book stack was falling over there. Speaking of summer TBR, if you look at the top shelf over there where Loki is standing, and you can see the green cover of Half Bad and stuff. No, that's Half Wild. Anyway, that's a bunch of other books that I haven't read yet. There are a couple I have, like The Upside of Unrequited, which you can see the bright blue one there, and Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. Homo Sapiens Agenda. Hope. I really can't say words today. I'm sorry. Anyway, there's a bunch more books there that I haven't read, and a bunch in my classroom that I really want to get to as well. So hopefully it'll be much more than 6 books. And hopefully I'll be able to update you as my reading continues, as well as do some more fun unboxings. I still am continuing with Alcrite, Phantom of the Month, and Bookish Club. Or Bookish Goodies, excuse me. So I guess I'll see you next time. Happy reading. Adios.